The auction got more intense when the auctioneer brought out a diamond dress. All the girls in the auditorium were in awe when it was revealed. The next item up for auction is a diamond dress. The opening bid will begin at $150,000. I have to get it. $200,000. $200,000 to Miss Doman. $200,001. $300,000. $300,001. Are you kidding me? $500,000. $1 million. What? Sold to Miss Kaminsky. Oh, my bad, but that's okay. I bought it as a doormat. Who are you? Why be so crazy? Miss Kaminsky will get everything she wants. It looks like someone just asked my name. I'm Jenny Kaminsky, and I live in Massachusetts. Before I tell you about my wealthy life, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell. I am the only daughter of my parents, and they are billionaires. My father is a real estate tycoon, and my mother is a famous fashion designer who stands behind many products of the most recognized brands like Gucci, Prada, and Chanel. Darling, go get the gifts, let me see. I could even make sure that none of my outfits were the same to each other in a year. I lived in a large mansion, isolated from the rest of the world, surrounded by thousands of golf courses. This is private property, no trespassing. Every weekend, I used my private jet to shop at the mall. I want this, this, and that one. How dare you bring me this old-fashioned stuff? Do you know who I am? I want to speak to your manager. I loved the way people admired me when I walked out of a boutique with a bunch of bodyguards carrying bags behind me. However, I was the opposite of my dad, who didn't like me being too showy. Well, I would definitely have my way of changing the jet's color to my fave color, and about the boys who pursued me. Jenny, if you love me, I will buy you an entire island and name it after you. I don't have much, but I own 5 skyscrapers in Los Angeles, 6 golf courses in Dubai, and 1 heart wholly devoted to you. Confess it. You wish to have a dream life like mine, right? I was used to being rich until one day, everything changed. Trust me, it was really, really bad. We've been having some trouble at work, so our lives will be slightly turned upside down. Slightly? But how? We're moving to a smaller house. Your tutoring will stop and you will instead be sent to a boarding school. Boarding school? What about my jet, my things and clothes? Mom, everything will be sold as collateral. Our company goes bankrupt. I don't want to be poor. No, it's impossible. I ran back to my room. Everything now could make me furious. No, please. Why is life so unfair? After being exhausted from crying, I laid down on my bed. Then I woke up because of the loud noises outside my room. I opened the door, entered the hallway, and found strangers inside my house. Who are you? Thief in the house. Get out of my house. But they didn't answer, just continued to carry all our stuff away. I ran to my parents' room and heard them talking. Jen will be fine. Our daughter is strong. She is smart and agile. Just don't worry too much. So it was true. It was not all a nasty nightmare. My life changed negatively overnight. I was transferred to a school in town. It was even smaller than my mansion. A familiar girl entered the class, and her eyes went straight to me. I didn't realize who she was until she raised her voice. Oh, look who's here, falling from the 9 clouds. Is it hurt, snobby lady? Who are you? Told to Miss Kaminsky. Oh, you're the one that wants to wear my doormat. Stop acting like a drama queen, Teresa. Oh, little Liam, I think you're supposed to be in the hospital to care for your weak sister. It's none of your business. You better stay away from her. She is bad. Stay away. I've never had to be afraid of anyone before. Who do you think you are? Is your dad the headmaster of the school? Nope. Then she is nothing. Her dad isn't the headmaster, but her mom is. If you still want to stay here in peace, don't mess with her. Take my hand off. How dare you? You're no longer the daughter of a rich family. Now you are just like me. Why? How do you know that? Do I know you? Well, I just read some news. Anyway, I'm Liam. You can call me if you needed it. Why should I? I can take care of myself. Then I turned around and walked away. While I was fiddling with the gum on my skirt, Liam came over and wrapped his shirt around my waist. I told you not to mess with them. You need to be more patient. But they go first. I'm not drinking this. I'm hungry. I want sushi and Starbucks. You can't do anything if you don't have money. I have a part-time job at a fast food restaurant. You should think it over. You want me to work as a waitress? That's all you can do now. This outfit looks so awful. Guests coming in. Ask them what they want to order. Be polite. What can I get you? What? Why are you here? Why can't I be here? Now serve. God, I want 1 cheeseburger, 1 crispy chicken sandwich, 3 pieces of fried chicken, 6 nuggets. And what happened after that was terrible. I was fired, and the boss reprimanded Liam for letting me in. The next day, Liam found me a new job, a sales girl for a high-end shoe store. I can do this, definitely. But why are you treating me so well? I just want to help those in need. Don't get me wrong, this job suited me because I used to use designer brands, so I knew all the popular shoe models. The boss was delighted with me. But it didn't end there. Teresa and her friends found me again. Bring me this, and the pair on the shelf over there. I want to try it on, but you have to put it on my feet. You went too far. What? What are you going to do to me? But her behavior reminded me of the old me. My rich friends and I used to look down on others, and Liam probably didn't want me to mess with them. Karma will hit you hard. Suddenly, I saw someone burst into the store. Trixie, go home now. How dare you go around bullying others? OMG, you're hurting me. It turned out that Liam videotaped the whole thing and sent it to Teresa's mother. One day, the PE teacher selected me for a school handball competition. From that day on, I had to go to the gymnasium after school to practice. So did Teresa and her friends. I knew it wasn't going to be easy, and it was not unexpected. They repeatedly attempted to attack me. Take this, freak. Suddenly, someone rushed in and hugged me tightly. It's Liam. I saw him wince slightly as the ball hit his back. You all right? Liam didn't answer, just nodded his head slightly. Our faces were so close. My heart pounded wildly in my chest. Why did he show up at such a time? Was he always following me? Did he like me? For a moment, I thought he was going to kiss me then, but no. Liam let go of me and ran away. The next day, he didn't come to class. I asked the teacher about him. His sister is in the hospital, and he takes a few days off. I finally got the address of the hospital and planned to go there the next day. It was a major hospital in the city. When Liam saw me, he was so surprised. Why are you here? How do you know? I come to visit your sister as her brother's friend. I pushed Liam aside and entered the room. His sister was sitting on the bed, and she smiled when she saw me. That smile really touched me. It was the kindest smile I've ever seen. You must be Jenny. I've heard Liam talk about you a lot. Tell about me. You obsessed with me? His face turned red for a moment, making us burst out laughing. Since that day, we had become closer more than ever. I even helped him with the study that he missed out. I used to think my sister would be the most important person to me. I turned to look at Liam, and so did he, until you came into my life. Before I could say anything, he rushed over and got close to me. Allow me. What are you doing? Huh? Why do you close your eyes? From then, I came to visit his sister every weekend. One day I was waiting for him when his sister said that he seemed to have a date with someone. I was rather curious, to be honest. I looked out the window and saw Liam running happily on the hospital campus, but he suddenly stopped after receiving a phone call. He turned around and ran back towards the gate. I followed him down 2 streets until he turned into a restaurant. I was surprised when I saw a familiar car parked outside. How is my little Jen? Is she okay? She's fine. She's changed a lot. Not as stubborn as before. Oh gosh, thank you. Besides the hospital bills, we will give you a little more as a thank you for helping Jenny. We had no choice but to lie to her. Thank you again for helping us. I received 2 shocks in a row. My family's company didn't go bankrupt, and their work didn't meet trouble, as they said. And most of all, the guy that I thought came to me because he loved me, but he took advantage of me to make money. That sucks. I believed in you, but you just need the money. Why did you lie to me? Am I a joke to you? We're so sorry. You don't have to apologize. We did it because it's good for you. We thought you had to be more mature. But you— Jenny, stop. It hurt me so much when I heard his sharp words. I ran away from there and returned to the dorm. Liam texted and called me a lot, but I didn't pick up. That night, I suddenly received a phone call from an unknown number. I'm sorry for making you come this far, but I can't go anywhere. If you want to speak for him, it's useless then. Liam is my brother, and I know you're the one he loves. I stayed silent because my heart broke when I heard his name. Liam worked so hard so that I could be treated in a good hospital. He didn't receive money from your parents. You can ask them for everything. He loves you. He hasn't been to the hospital since this morning. I'm so worried. Should I find him? Liam was the only person to give me such strong emotion. who kept me smiling even when things were at the worst. But where should I find him? I suddenly remembered something. I ran over there and saw Liam under the tree where we were together that day. Liam? No, I'm sorry. I know that no matter how much I tried, it wouldn't be enough. I thank you for showing me the value of life. Jenny, you also taught me a lot. What? You taught me to love this life. My life from now on is you. Liam turned around and pulled me close. Then he placed a kiss on my lips. We became a couple after that. I also made up with my parents and understood that they just wanted the best for me. I had returned to the wealthy life, but I was not the stubborn Jenny Kaminsky of the old days. After all, I have learned to love my family and the people around me. That night, it was pouring rain. I snuck out from Grandma's house to call Dad. Hurry up, Dad. Get me out of this hellhole. The phone kept ringing, and I prayed that if Dad picked up, I wouldn't have to suffer in this miserable place anymore. Please, I'm begging you. Suddenly, a tall guy rushed into the phone booth where I was standing, scaring me half to death. Who are you? Shh, quiet. From afar, I saw a group of burly men in black chasing after him. Right then, he unexpectedly kissed me, leaving me frozen. The phone finally connected, but I couldn't push him away to answer. Hello? Hello? Find that kid quick. You're so rude. My dad hung up, and the guy didn't even care about the slap I gave him. He just ran off without an apology. Well, I was trying to stay calm to tell you all about my super dramatic story. Hi, I'm Ari, the richest and most famous Ari in Australia. Everyone feared me. I didn't look like that a moment ago, did I? Don't worry, I'm not a liar. I was forced to live in this awful place, and that rude guy ruined my chance to get back home. My dad was a famous politician in the US. Living alone for so long and getting $1 million allowance each month meant I had everything I wanted. Luxury mansions, designer clothes, lavish parties with celebrities. Saying I was born with a silver, no, titanium spoon in my mouth wouldn't be wrong. But one day, during a cool sunset while I was sunbathing, a door slam shattered my peace. Sweetie, oh Lord, it was my grandma, my scary grandma. Haven't you heard? You're coming to live with me. What the fudge? I wasn't going to that boring, stinky place. I had a disaster of a time when I visited her at age 10. I saw a horse poop right in the middle of her house. I swore I never go back there. I'll never live in that stinky country place. I slammed the door on Grandma. Then night came and I went to sleep. I slept soundly on my 1,000 comfy bed. What a peaceful morning with no one bothering me. We've arrived at the endless field, sweetie. Why was I laying on a pile of hay? Grandma had gone nuts. While I was asleep, she and the bodyguards put me on a private jet and brought me to the countryside. You probably know what happened next. I was furious and screamed in my grandma's house. Look at this bed. How can I sleep here? Quiet down. I'll have someone fix it tomorrow. Grandma was even worse. She took all my credit cards and my phone. I had to get back to Australia. Luckily, I found 2 cents in my room and snuck out to call Dad. But the stranger wasted my last 2 cents. Because of him, I had no choice but to follow Grandma's rules. A week later, I started at the local high school. From the moment I walked in, everyone stared at me differently. Of course, because I look nothing like the people there. Suddenly, some noise caught my attention. A big guy was bullying other boys, holding a wad of cash. Wait, wasn't that the guy I met bullying the week? So that's his nature, not on my watch. Who do you think you are hitting others? So, you're friends with these losers? Look at yourself, you sleazy creep. If you touch them, I'll tell everyone about the other night. Hearing that, he huffed and walked away. On my first day at school, I became a hero, but I still didn't like this place. Later, my friends told me he was Frank, and his dad was a convict. He probably inherited those genes. I just wanted to stay away from that toxic guy. After school, I headed back to Grandma's farm. When I got inside the bar, I didn't see her anywhere. I rummaged around the bar area and grabbed a drink. Suddenly, a sharp slap hit my back. Hey, thief, pay for that drink. Ouch, that hurt. What now? Why was he here? Grandma? Oh, I forgot to introduce you. This is Frank. He manages the bar for me. Could it get any worse? Running into my nemesis at school was bad enough, but now I had to see him at home too. If you don't let me go back home, I'll run away. I hate this place, I hate you, and I hate that jerk. I angrily packed my bags and headed for the door. That's when Grandma spoke up. Fine. When you earn $3,000, you can go wherever you want. Frank, make sure she's got the money. Both Frank and I were stunned by that declaration, but clearly it was my only way out of here. I couldn't just leave without a dime. After that day, I had to do chores I'd never done before. Worse, I had to work under the watchful eye of that annoying Frank. I washed glasses, cleaned stables, rented out horses, and served at the bar. After a night's work, I earned just $20. But I broke glasses, let horses loose, and argued with customers more times than I could count. Each time, Frank deducted $10 from my pay. How was I ever going to make that money? Earning cash was tougher than I thought. Maybe I could charm him into not docking my pay, right? Look at me. Don't I look irresistible? Are you catching a cold? Drink this. Such an unromantic guy. At school, I usually ignored Frank, yet he kept trying to sit near me, making everyone too scared to approach. What did he want from me? I'd scold him harshly every time he did that at school, so everyone knew how much I despised Frank. One day, a bookish girl pulled me aside. "I want to show you something." She dragged me to a corner. The guys I defended on my first day were bullying someone for money. Surprised, Frank got my money back from them. Turns out he wasn't as bad as I thought. After learning that, I felt conflicted about Frank. One day, I was on a high ladder in the library trying to get a book. Suddenly, Mr. Dean, one of our teachers, pulled out a hidden camera. He was filming me secretly. Out of nowhere, Frank appeared and kicked the camera out of his hand. He lifted me off the ladder and coldly stomped on the camera. If you want to keep your job, stop this disgusting behavior." That day, Frank and I walked home together, and I kept teasing him. "If you want to keep your job, so cool. Knock it off already." Anyway, thanks and sorry. Frank looked surprised at me. Finally, I had the courage to thank him for saving me and apologized for misunderstanding about the bullying. I hoped nothing worse would happen between us, but life had other plans. A few days later, when Frank was in charge of our class's field trip funds, we discovered the money was missing. Just then, Mr. Dean walked by our class and sneered. "Son of a convict, deep in debt, must be a thief like his father." I couldn't hold it in anymore. I threw my shoe at his head. "Frank is not a thief. We'll earn back that money." After that, Frank and I worked extra hard at Grandma's bar. With his help, I stopped causing trouble and fighting with customers. I wasn't sure why, but I felt motivated to work hard. Maybe I wanted to help Frank repay the funds, or maybe I wanted to go back to Australia. I wasn't sure. Once, when a neighboring restaurant drew customers away with horse racing, Frank had an idea. He pulled me on stage and taught everyone tap dance, drawing a bigger crowd. In one night, we made $2,000 for the bar. When we each received $1,000 for our work that night, I hugged Frank. I saw the proud look in Grandma's eyes. We were getting closer. And Frank shared that on the day we first met, he was running away from his dad's debt collectors. No one had ever made me feel as safe as he did. So different from my lonely life in Australia. At this rate, I'll earn $3,000 soon. Then it'll be hard for you to see me. Suddenly, Frank fell silent. I did too. Why did I feel so sad? Could it be that I liked Frank? I missed my fabulous life in Australia, but things weren't as bad as I thought, especially since Frank showed up. Early in the morning, as usual, Frank arrived first to open the bar. When I went downstairs, I saw Frank rummaging through my wallet, holding the money I'd worked so hard to earn. His phone was on the table, and someone on the other end was urging him to pay the debt. I couldn't believe it. I'd never felt so disappointed. I'd fallen for a thief and a user. All his kindness had been a lie. How could you be so low, Frank? Ari, let me explain. I was going to tell you that I liked you, and I didn't want to go back to Australia. Hearing that, Frank was stunned. Now he understood how heartbroken I was. Mr. Dean wasn't wrong. Take this money and don't show your face to me again. I trusted and loved Frank, but he turned out to be like everyone else, using me. After that day, Frank tried to come to the bar to see me, but I always avoided him. I didn't want to talk to him anymore. Grandma saw the tension between us. I knew she'd speak well of Frank, so I avoided her too. One day, Frank didn't come to school, and the whole school buzzed with news that Mr. Dean had been fired for stealing the class funds and blaming Frank. Even so, I couldn't forgive Frank for stealing my hard-earned money. But soon after, I regretted it when I got home to Grandma. I have something to tell you. Actually, I'm the one who told Frank to take that money. After she explained everything, I was stunned. It turned out Grandma brought me here because Dad was involved in a political investigation. Our house in Australia was seized. Grandma had asked Frank to secretly protect me and find a way to get money to keep me here. The good news was Dad had been cleared and our property was returned. I'd soon go back to Australia, but since Frank knew about our family situation, he was forced to leave. If you really love him, don't let him go. I didn't think twice and ran as fast as I could to Frank's house, but no one was there. I stood outside his door and cried loudly. Grandma told me everything. Don't go. I'll mess up. I'll stumble and break things without you. How can I live better without you? Suddenly, a hand tapped my shoulder, making me jump. I was just packing. Don't you feel embarrassed crying outside my house like this? I kept sobbing while Frank kept teasing me. It was super embarrassing. Frank gently wiped my tears and said, Grandma only told you part of it. I took the money because I was afraid I wouldn't see you again, but this is the last time we'll meet here. Despite my tears, Frank just laughed because I just got a new job as a bodyguard for some rich area in Australia. Got it? So stop crying. Grandma made it sound like I was really going to lose him. In the end, Grandma tricked me. Frank didn't hesitate to pull me close, and you know what happened next, right? If you've ever discovered that true love can grow from the most unexpected places and that family can teach us the hardest lessons, drop a comment below and share your thoughts with us. Like this video if Jenny's journey from spoiled princess to humble hero touched your heart, and share it with a friend who needs to remember that real wealth comes from kindness and growth. What do you think will happen next for Jenny and Frank? Leave your predictions in the comments, and don't forget to hit the bell icon to get notified about future stories. If you enjoyed this dramatic tale of riches to rags and back again with love in the middle, give the video a thumbs up and tell me, have you ever had to start over and learned more about yourself in the process? I read every single comment. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.